Good noon to everyone. Today discuss about chemical engineering, plant economics, unit number 1, basics of process and plant design. મેં જોઈશું આપણે પ્રોસેસ ડિઝાઇન ઓફ ડેવલપમેન્ટ. એના પ્રીવિયસ લેક્ચરમાં આપણે પ્લાન્ટ ડિઝાઇન વડે જોઈ ગયા હતા. સમા કેમિકલ એન્જિનિયરિંગ અને બેઝિક ઇન્ટ્રોડક્શન્સ બેઝિસ અને સમ ફેક્ટર અફેક્ટિંગ પ્લાન્ટ ડિઝાઇન. Now discuss today process design development. A simple responsibility of the chemical engineering. કે રિસ્પોન્સિબિલિટી આપણી શું હોય છે એઝ અ કેમિકલ એન્જિનિયરિંગ design of the construction and some operation of chemical plant. In this responsibility, the engineer must continuously search for additional information to assist in this function. And such information is available from numerous some sources, including the recent publications, operation of existing process plant, and the laboratory and pilot plant data. This collection and analysis of all pertinent information is of such importance that the chemical engineerings are of a number of consultancies or advisors of even this basic research in a team which is developing a new processes and improving this part and the revising existing one in this capacity. હવે બેઝિક કન્સિડરેશન માટે જોઈ ગયા હતા કે પ્રોસેસ ડેવલપમેન્ટ અલગ અલગ પોઈન્ટ વિશે આપણે ડિસ્કસ કર્યું હતું કે વિચ ઇઝ ધ બેસ્ટ આઈડિયા ફોર એની ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ પ્લાન ડિઝાઇન માટે. ઓકે, તો એક રિસ્પોન્સિબિલિટી બેઝિસ ફોર chemical engineering, any construction part, any operations of chemical plants. In this responsibility, the engineer must continuously search for additional information of the assist in this cases function. Such information is available from numerous sources including recent publications, operation of existing process plants, and the laboratories and pilot plant data. This collection, operation and analysis for all pertinent information is of such importance that chemical engineering are often members, consultants or advisors of even the basic research team which is developing a new process or improving and revising and existing ones. In this capacity, the chemical engineer can frequently advise the process research group on how to provide considerable amounts of valuable design data. Okay, the subjectives decisions are made must be made by many times during the design of any processes. So what are the best method of securing sufficient and usable data? હવે એના માટે જોઈશું આપણે what is a sufficient and what is a reliable. Can better correlations of the data be devised, particularly ones that permit more valid exploration? The chemical engineer should always be willing to consider completely new design and any attempt to understand the controlling factors of the processes, whether chemical or physical, help to suggest new or improved technique. For example, consider the chemical processes of aromatic nitration and alkylation of isobutane, which offlines to produce high octane gasoline. Some both reactions involve two immiscible liquid phases, and the mass transfer phases પ્રમાણે જોઈશું આપણે. The mass transfer steps are essentially rate controlling, and nitroaromatic are often produced in a high yields up to 99%. However, the alkylation of isobutane involves numerous side reactions, and highly complex chemistry that is less well understood. And the several types of this reaction and the reactors have been used for each reactions, and then the radically new and the simplified reactors were developed based on the better understanding of the chemical and physical of steps involved in a chain basis per. Okay, and now design project procedure. Okay, the types of design આપણે ડિટેલ્સમાં જોવાના છે. It's a plant design, chemical engineering, design processes, equipment, criteria for good design, process design, technical factor જોવાના બાકી છે. Factors, legal phases, selection of a process, continuous versus batch processes. Okay, checklist for a pilot plant for investigations. Now the types of design discuss કરીશું આપણે. Okay, the development design project procedure. The development of a design project always start with an initial idea or plan, and this initial idea must be stated as clearly and consequently as possible in order to define the scope of the project, and general specifications are permanent. The some laboratory work or chemical engineering data should be presented along with the initial idea. Okay, now the types of design. The first one, the method of carrying out a design project may be divided into the following classifications depending on the accuracy and detail required. ડિટેલ્સમાં જોવાના છે આપણે. Types of design. The method for carrying out a design project may be divided into the following classification depending on the accuracy and detail required. First one, preliminary or quick estimate design, detail estimate design, film process design or detail S design. Okay, now the continues this topic and the criteria for good design, process design માટે ટેકનિકલ ફેક્ટર્સ જોઈશું આપણે એના બેઝિસ પર. Batch continue versus batch process, shift and the operating schedules, types of flow diagram. Now simple discussion part is detail estimate design and film process design or detail design. The first discuss કરીશું આપણે શરૂઆતનું કાર્ય કે સ્ટાર્ટિંગમાં કઈ રીતે આપણે એનો પ્લાન કરી શકીએ. Are ordinarily used as a basis for determining whether further work should be done on the proposed processes. The design is based on approximate process, method and rough cost estimate are prepared. The few details are included and the time spent on the calculations is kept at a minimum. Detail estimate design may be developed in this type of a design. The cost and calculation, the cost of the profit potential on the established process is determined by detailed analysis and the calculations. However, exact specifications are not given for the equipment and drafting room work is minimized. When the detail estimate design indicate that proposed project should be a commercial success, The final step before in developing construction plant for the plant is the preparation of the film. Process design, complete specification are presented for all the components of the plant, and the accurate cost based on quoted some prices are obtained, and the film processes design include the blueprints and the sufficient information to permit immediate development of the final plans for constructing the plant. Okay, this is the types of flow diagram. Okay, revise this topic. Process design development. Principal responsibility of the chemical engineer is the design construction માટે જોયું આપણે ત્યાર સુધીનો જેટલો બી પોઈન્ટ છે કે કઈ રીતે કામકાજ કરવું, ડેવલપ કઈ રીતે કરવું, જસ્ટિફિકેશન કઈ રીતે આપવું, ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ કઈ રીતે કરવું, ઇન્સ્ટોલેશન કઈ રીતે કરવું. Okay, the principal responsibility of the chemical engineer is the design, construction, and operations of chemical plants. In this responsibility, the engineer must continuously search for additional information to assist in this function. Such information is available from numerous sources, including recent some publications, operation of existing process plant, and the laboratory and pilot plant data na basis par છે. Okay, this is a simple discussion. This is the most important part. કે design project procedures છે. The development of a design project always start with an initial idea for any plant. This initial idea must be started as clearly as consequently as possible in order to define the scope of the project and general specification and permanent to laboratory or chemical engineering data na basis par છે. It should be presented along with the initial idea. Okay, so simply the types of design. The method for carrying out a design project may be divided into the following classifications follow કરવાના છે આપણે depending on the accuracy and detail required. કે શરૂઆતનું કાર્ય કઈ રીતે થાય, પ્રિલિમિનરી or quick estimate design, detail estimate design અને film process design જે જોયું આપણે બરાબર. કે શરૂઆતનું કાર્ય છે ordinarily used as a basis for determining whether further work should be done on the proposed processes. The design is based on approximate process method and a rough cost estimate are prepared. The few details are included and the time spent on the calculations is kept at the minimum. A detailed estimate design may be developed in this type of design. The cost and calculations. However, exact specifications are not given for the equipment and the drafting room work is minimized. And when the details estimate design indicate some processes અને some project work ના બેઝ પર જઈશું આપણે તો commercial success તો ખરું જ એના બેઝિસ પર. And the final step before developing the construction અને some plant માટે is the preparation of a film process design. The complete specifications are presented for all components of the plant and accurate cost is the based on quantity prices are obtained. The film processes design include the blueprints also and sufficient information to permit immediate development of the final plant for constructing the plant. ઓકે, તો પ્રિવિયસ લેક્ચરમાં જોઈશું આપણે ફિઝિબિલિટી સર્વે. આ 3 ક્લાસિફિકેશન્સ તમે ખાસ ધ્યાન આપજો. ધીસ વન, ફર્સ્ટ વન પ્રિલિમિનરી, ડિટેલ અને ફિલ્મ વાઇઝ. Okay, this is a simple discussion part for a development plan. Thank you so much.